San Francisco, November 23, 1889. Inside a crowded bar called the Palais Royal Saloon, something strange sat in the corner. It didn't look like an instrument. It wasn't a band, and yet, it was about to play music. Loud, clear, and unlike anything the world had heard before. Tonight, for the first time in history, people would drop a coin into a machine. And music would come out. This was the birth of the jukebox. A mechanical revolution that changed how humanity listens to music forever. Before 1889, music was live. If you wanted music, you needed musicians. Bars hired pianists. Restaurants hired fiddle players. And ordinary people? They sang for themselves or went without music entirely. Recorded sound had only just been invented by Edison a decade earlier. And it was still fragile, quiet, and experimental. Music was expensive. Music was limited. Music was rare. The first jukebox wasn't even called a jukebox. It was known as the nickel in the slot phonograph, invented by a businessman named Louis Glass and his partner William Arnold. They took Edison's phonograph, still a new marvel, placed it inside a wooden cabinet, attached a coin slot, and added 4 listening tubes so several people could listen at once. A bartender would wipe the tubes between uses, and customers would line up, nickels in hand, waiting for their chance to hear recorded music for the first time. It wasn't glamorous, but it was magical. On that night in San Francisco, something extraordinary happened. People didn't just listen, they reacted. They laughed, they clapped, they paid again and again to hear the same song. For the first time ever. Music didn't require a performer. Music didn't require skill. Music didn't require money, just 1 nickel. In a single night, music transformed. From a luxury, into entertainment for everyone. The jukebox democratized sound. The idea exploded. Within a decade, thousands of coin-operated phonographs appeared across America. By the 1930s and 40s, companies like Wurlitzer and Seeberg perfected the modern jukebox. Glowing lights, chrome curves, colorful buttons. Bars, diners, road stops, and dance halls revolved around them. Couples met beside them. Teenagers argued over which song to play. The jukebox didn't just play music. It shaped American culture. Rock and roll, rhythm and blues, jazz. Entire genres spread through jukeboxes before they ever hit the radio. Today, streaming services dominate music. You press a button, and millions of songs appear instantly. But the root of that idea, that anyone can choose any music, at any time, began in 1889 in a bar in San Francisco. The jukebox was the ancestor of Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music. It introduced the idea that listeners, not musicians, not record companies, should control the sound around them. And that idea changed everything. A wooden box, a coin slot, and a few listening tubes. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't high-tech, but it changed the world. Because on November 23, 1889, for the first time, ordinary people took control of music. And that simple act, dropping a nickel into a machine, started a revolution that still shapes how we listen today.